Hey, this is Matt once again. What about to another video? This is another paid request. This time for Jonathan Lindsey. Thank you so much for that. He's been a very generous guy. Thank you. And for those interested in requesting pretty much any type of videos, topics, reactions, reviews, re-reviews, randomness, out of the blueness, whatever it may be, feel free to send it either directly to my PayPal or join my Patreon. Both links are down below in the info box. Now, this is for Time Out of Joint, which is another episode involving the Twat King. I would say I liked the first appearance of him more than this. I don't know, maybe because this was getting later in the show where changes were being made. Even the intro to the show was changed, where now we gotta have Batman and Robin in it, and we have just footage from the show as part of the intro, and the music seems a bit different, and it just loses a bit of the spark that the previous episodes had in doing stuff like that. But this isn't the small, to me, annoying Robin. This is more the teenage Robin. But yeah, I've always said I prefer when Batman is alone. But anyway, the clock team, he does his trial run where he steals this clock from a charity auction, and he throws it away because he doesn't really need it. Again, it was a test run, a trial run, because he has this device that alters time, that freezes time. Kind of like, what was that movie, Clock Stoppers, or whatever it was called. And he still wants revenge on the mayor, just like before. And at one point, Batman and Robin try to stop him, but the guy's using his gadget, so he gets away. He's able to throw stuff back at Batman and Robin that they threw at him. And so one thing leads to another, and Batman and Robin go to see the professor. But when they get in the Batmobile, there's a device, and it freezes them. So for them, it's minutes, but for outside, it's hours. And they're trying to find a way to get out of this because they're afraid that if they get hit, it'll cause some kind of reaction to the tune of a nuclear bomb going off. Now, the way the logic in the show is trying to pertain, would Batman and Robin even notice that something is amiss? Because I thought when you're frozen, you're seeing in slow motion. Well, you're not seeing slow motion, but everything is slow about you. And that's the point, that when it clicks off, you don't even notice. That's why at the very beginning at the auction, they turn. That's because they've been frozen. Clock King steals the clock. Then they turn. Oh my God, it's gone. Where did it go? Because they didn't notice that they were frozen. I was saying you don't notice that you're frozen in time. So why is it that Batman and Robin notice? Because they're seeing these streaks of light. Like, but wouldn't they not notice? Wouldn't they still be frozen? But I guess not. There wouldn't be a show if they did that. So, but they do notice, and it's in the floor, and they shoot through the floor. One thing leads to another. They find out that there's a bomb that's going to kill the mayor, and they're able to have a device that, thankfully, the professor has a second device. And so Batman freezes, gets the bomb, it's ready to detonate, and he's running like the Flash. So I get it, it's a cartoon, but it's a bit weird still seeing Batman run like the Flash because of this, and throws it in the water, because, there's never a place to get rid of a bomb. And they pretty much get rid of the Twat team where they just trip him over and he's caught again. I don't know, this episode just didn't do much for me compared. I would say I liked the previous Twat team episode more. Yeah, I didn't care for Robin's lame wisecracks. I didn't care for the super speed like the Flash. I don't know, it just looked weird to me seeing Batman do that. I get why, but at the same time I'm just saying just looked too weird to me. The twat teen felt like a character that was just worth one episode. I don't know if he needed repeated episodes where he's just doing the same motive, granted a different way. I do like that they referenced the Invisible Man episode, because it's like, well, it's not the Invisible Man. Because the Invisible Man episode was, I would say, one of my favorite episodes of the show. So I do like that they referenced that, so a little bit of showcasing that this stuff does exist. It's not like the previous episodes don't exist. Like, there's a continuity in a way to it. I wouldn't say it's awful. I wouldn't say it's one of the worst ones. Like I said, the freezing of time can create a couple decent, pretty decent animation moments. But again, I just would not say this is like an episode I would put on the highlight reel of the show. It was okay. It was tolerable. And it's hard to get mad at these episodes when they're only 20-some minutes long. Again, unless it's really, really bad, like Batman Out of My Basement, or I would say I like this more than The Terrible Trio. Harlequinade, I probably liked that more than this. That was the previous one I reviewed. Trial, I liked that more than this. I thought that was a pretty decent one. House and Garden, the Poison Ivy episode, I would say I like that a lot more than this. The one with Killer Croc, I like that one more than this. So that's, I mean, there's just, and the Croc team, like I said, I think he worked for one time, not a repeated. And like I said, the previous episode I thought was a lot more interesting of a story, a lot more interesting of a feel to it. This, I know it sounds stupid, but this felt like more of a cartoon. I know that doesn't make sense, but I don't know how else to put it. Like, when these later episodes, they felt more like a cartoon. Yeah, I know that sounds dumb, but I don't know how else to explain it, like I said. But, like I said, it's not the worst thing. You know, the voice actors are good at their jobs. The animation is not terrible. It's not. Like I said, I don't care for the new opening. I don't think that needs to be changed, because the opening with the red sky, I mean, that was, and the music, that was perfect for the show. So the fact they had to change it, because the higher-ups dictated it, because, oh, kids will, they want to see Robin, because kids will associate themselves with Robin, and we gotta put Robin in the opening, and blah, blah, blah. It's like, yeah, whatever. Whether to sell toys or whatever the hell of it. Anyway. With that said, thanks for watching. Take care. We'll see you guys later. Bye-bye.